paid me $6,000, and this is why they did. Okay, so this is part 2 from the first one that I just did. So make sure that you watch that, you save this video and that video, because it's going to basically give you a roadmap of exactly what you need to do. Let me move you back a little so you can see me a little bit better. Okay, so this is the second half of the video. So this client already at the time paid me $3,000 for a coaching program based upon my content. Now, we did have a phone call. I didn't mention that in the first video. We did have a phone call. The first phone call, I think, was only a couple of minutes. It was like 20 minutes at the most. Wasn't really like in depth, but really just like connecting on a personal level. He told me about his life. He told me about what's going on and what he's wanting to do, and how he's, now, a father and stuff. So how he wants to set up his legacy. So it was really just about listening and understanding him on a personal level. The second phone call was about a week later. That was an hour call. It was definitely a struggle to get through, because at that time I really didn't understand sales processes over the phone. I really didn't understand, how to take control of a conversation. Even though I have mastered that on my podcast, I didn't know how to do it over a sales call. It's just different. So, just really being open to listening, but also wanting to really help them and provide him value through making a sale and just like making that solid offer, right? So with that said, I knew I had a program that was going to help him. He ended up buying it. That was $3,000. And I didn't do any sales on this call. So all I did was listen. He talked to me. That, like I said, it was about an hour call. I felt like discouraged after the call, because I was like, I didn't feel like I really sold him on the idea that he can do this, because I know he can. I know that this program is definitely going to help him, right? And I definitely poured my life into this course, because it took me 3 months to make it. And I put everything that I've learned over, like, all the coaching that I did at that time. Like I said, I had 6 different coaches. I spent way over like $5,000 at this point. And so I knew I had value to give to this person. But I just didn't know how to explain over the phone, right? But he definitely found the value, because within about 48 hours, so at that time it was like a Thursday, Saturday morning, he went ahead and clicked on the link that I provided him. And I think it was on just instant message at the time. So it was, like I said, a couple years ago, and he instantly paid, and the price was $3,000. So it was that simple, just by providing the content so that he felt like that got to know me as a person, and then actually aligning an offer that actually fit what he was looking for, and having it available ready for him to purchase at the price that he was willing to pay, which, like I said, you cannot dictate a person's price range. Okay, they're gonna pay how they see value. So I wasn't like in no case I was just like, it's $3,000. If you can't afford it, then we can do payment plans, or hey, if that's too much, then I can give you a discount. Or I never said that. I was like, listen, I have this program. It's $3,000. I know it'd be a great fit for you. And then I just opened it up. Like, I really didn't, like I said, I really didn't do any sales at all. Like, I just told them that I had this program, it's $3,000. It talks about branding, it talks about scaling, it talks about how to do sales. It talks about everything that he's going to need that is going to get him to where he wants online. And that's pretty much it. And I just let him talk. And then, like I said, within like 48 hours, he went ahead and clicked on the link that I sent him. I did do a follow-up, like I said, through DM, sent him the link, gave him a little bit more insight, because he asked me some questions. And then literally within 48 hours, he paid the $3,000. I didn't talk to him again for like a whole other year. At that time, I did build a group that I invited him to. And in that group, he's still in there now. So after, having him in the group, after he's watching, all my content on my other social medias, after he's already taken some of the course and he's learned from it, he was ready to make more steps. In fact, he told me that the first one was a little, intense. And so he wanted to actually invest in something that, I don't want to say easier, but just a little bit different. So he explained really what he was looking for again, and I literally just made another course not so long before this call. And so I was like, hey, about 6 months ago, I came up with this other course. It seems to be more in line on what you're doing now, what you're ready to do. And so I had a call and I told him, you know, the difference between the course that he bought and the course that he's looking at. And he was really excited about this new course I had. And it's really two totally different things. One is more of a business branding and one's more of a personal branding. He wanted to focus more on his personal branding right now and then dive into the business half branding that goes into ads and boosts and everything else that goes into scaling a business a little bit later when he's more familiar with social media and how to reach people and how to talk to people correctly through video. So, you know, he instantly bought that one. The next day, you know, I sent him the link. That evening, he instantly purchased it. And again, so we went from a $3,000 client to a $4,500 client. And now he's already looking at another program that I have for his wife, which is another $1,500 program. So, you know, once you have these people in your network, they're going to continue to buy. And I have other people too, but this one I like to reference because it is continuous. Okay, these people, even though they're one-time sales, a lot of people can consider this a one-time sale. As long as you keep the communication open, you follow up with them, you make sure that they're getting value, you make sure that they're in alignment still to the program they purchase, or maybe you can provide them with whatever other services that you came out. Again, we went from one service I had at the time, which over that time, that was like 3 years ago, I have built other programs. Now, some I let go because, you know, it wasn't my passion. Like as I was building, I was like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm going to put it to the side. And then I came back and I rethought, like, okay, what has been my process? How have I grown on social media? What type of more information now I can teach? And I have learned so much now on social media as a social influencer here on TikTok and also on YouTube and on Amazon as a influencer. I have learned a lot. Now I even get paid on Facebook. So, you know, now I have all this insider information and everything, and I've been building that content on my pages, and I've been building it also in the courses that I provide, because I'm like, if I could have got this information through somebody, it would have saved me so much more time, money, energy, and I wouldn't be as stressed because I would know somebody else already obtains a solid income and they're living their best life and they're doing these cool things. They're reviewing products, they're being a social influencer, they're helping people with their coaching, they're providing value through their content. I'm really passionate about this and I want to do this. And again, you can go to my bio and look at all these courses. They still exist, and sign up for one if you want to do that. But like I was getting at, you know, you got to keep providing value, okay? So whatever you're doing in life, whatever industry it is, keep providing value. There's people that are always watching, and don't ever limit the price range. So I just added some elite packages too that are anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 for more elite people. And I have elite people in my network already that already spend that kind of money easily with other coaches. So why can't they buy from me? That doesn't make any sense, because I've been an entrepreneur for just as longer or as longer than they have, but just in the online space where they're looking to grow. So why not put my best of the best like packages together for them, the in-person ones, the more personalized like one-on-one calls, the more in-depth scaling, so they can use it in their team, so they can give it to their team, so they can buy like programs for their team to actually be integrated in. So we can actually, me as a media company now, because now I have a media company, take over some of that workload. So keep providing value and don't ever limit your price range. It is more high ticket sales in my program than any of those low tickets. So highly recommend that you invest the time, which is providing good quality value. Think about what you're gonna sell, make a course about it, and just keep talking about it. Keep providing value through your content creation, and you will definitely get the sales. I hope this video has helped. Make sure you save it to reference it later, and I'll see you